guys! Welcome back. Sorry we had a bit of a break. We've been very hectic.
Do apologise for that. I had my daughter's birthday, and if you're a mum, you know that there's just
so much
to do, and you have to prioritise, and it is what it is.
Yeah, and I just got the keys to my new house.
So exciting.
So
you have.
Can
I just say before you go into that, if you guys had seen the house before versus how she has done such simple renovations to it, like such simple little things, but the drastic difference it has made.
Yeah. Well, when we first bought the house, we saw that there was like a lot of potential in it.
Yep.
Like just with like the structure. So far we are doing some plastering, putting some new wardrobes. We've changed the light fixtures, got to do some painting and new floorboards. So just like a few cosmetic things, like not like a proper extension reno thing. Yeah. But we're hoping to get in the next like 2 weeks.
It's going to be so exciting.
So we've been very busy, but we've managed to slot this episode in.
Love that.
And we'll hopefully keep it more consistent moving forward.
For sure, but should we tell them quickly what happened at the lamp store?
What happened at the lamp store?
When the guy was like...
Oh, me and Vic started punching onto the light store, but not really.
No,
like just
not
we were
really.
Talking to each other.
What happened was we were driving and Jazz was like, oh, like this is where Ben and I got our lights. Like they're having a sale. They're closing down. Do you want to go in? Because I know you wanted like a lamp.
Some stuff, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Anyway, now Jazz and I have very different tastes, but we've hit the nail on...
We've worked out what it is.
So Jazz loves an
old home.
Old home.
So like old character in the home, but with modern fittings and fixtures and furniture.
Yeah.
So it looks out of place because it's so modern, but like the actual structure of the house is like old, like high ceilings with like all the like detailing on the roof and stuff.
Whereas I'm the opposite. I love a modern home, but with really cool vintage old pieces as like the couch, unique. Like really cool, just whatever.
Very
right?
unique.
So as we're walking into
this light
shop, lamp store, whatever, I saw these like pendants. Are they pendants?
Yeah, and I was like...
And Jazz was looking at me like, no. And I was looking at her like, these are beautiful. Like they almost look like a flower.
Yeah. Oh, look, I can appreciate them.
Yeah.
I would never.
Yeah, right. So I was like, no, but what? Like, trust me, like it would look beautiful. This is this. And she was just like, no, that's not the vibe we're going. Like, that's not what we're doing. And I'm like, okay. And I had seen that she had stained glass windows in...
Like my front door.
In your front door. And... I was just like, well, you can't get rid of them though. Like, it's just like a part of it now. Like, you have to keep them and work around that. She's like, I'm not doing that. I'm getting rid of the whole door. And I'm like, are you fucking stupid? And like, now this is how we talk with each other. Like, we don't get offended.
No.
I think a lot of people get offended with their friends' tones. We are not those people. Like, we know what it is.
So she's going like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm going to kill you if you get rid of the door. And this salesman
was like, and then like we almost had to like...
We like came out of our bubble.
We came out of our bubble and we're like, oh, don't worry. Like, we're fine. Like, this isn't arguing.
Sisters?
Yeah, we're like, no.
And he's like, I've just never seen people argue like that. And we're like, oh, we're not arguing.
This isn't arguing.
Domestic.
You know what though? What I find funny, when we're arguing, we're actually...
I think we try and talk over each other. Like we raise our voices like over the top, and then
no, that's not arguing. I feel like that's just us when we're like so passionate about a certain opinion.
Yeah.
But like when it's actually like arguing, like when we have our little, is it debacles? What's the word?
Debacles. And I don't think that's...
When we have our little fucking... What's it called? My brain isn't working. It's in mush right now. Our little fucking disagreements or whatever. Our bickers, that's it. Debacles. Where did I go there? We actually talk very like...
Proper,
and we don't swear, and we like don't we like we're
we
almost
really
too
try
serious.
to like we really try to like articulate.
I've pushed a button here, she's pushed a button. Like we've got to make sure we're like
articulating,
you know. Yeah. But when we're like not arguing, we're not
arguing.
We go deep. We just go deep. We don't care. It is what it is.
We go hard.
We go hard. We go really hard.
Not deep.
But that's fine. But that's fine because you know what? Like I've learned as time goes on. With certain friends, you have to be mindful of your tone because not everyone is used to that, and that's okay. But also, I feel so much more comfortable when I'm around friends that I can just be my real self around.
You and I have like tested the waters. We know how far to go.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
what
it's
I'm
not
saying
like
is
that from day one.
yeah, I've got, no, of course not, but
It's like
I've got
we inched
friends, I've
closer.
got still current friends that I love so much that I know, like, okay, I can't say to them, are you fucking stupid? Like, I can't say that to them, you know, because they'll be like, oh, she think like that's a bit much, you know? But with you, like, I feel like I can just say whatever I want, and vice versa. Anyway, that was really funny. It was just a funny moment. But that's the update on our life.
Yes.
But can we get into what we saw, what everyone's been talking about lately? Like the girl math,
Oh, girl math.
boy math,
Boy math.
wog math.
Wog math is hilarious.
Wog math is so
It's like
funny.
actually so similar to what we were speaking about. Was it last episode when we were talking about paying? That's wog math.
Let's go into girl math first, because I think that's
Okay.
just funny. I think every person.
Did you write a list?
No, I'm just on Google. I'm just seeing
okay.
what it is. Okay. Again, we're not
prepared.
We're not prepared. That's fine. Okay, girl math. If my Starbucks app is loaded, the coffee is free. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yep.
100%.
That's like if like you got credit in PayPal.
Yeah.
It's free. It's true. Like, you've already spent the money. It's like sitting in limbo. You may as well spend it again.
That happened to me. Oh my god, that was so funny. If my favorite clothing store is having a sale, I have to buy something, or I'm actually losing money. That was me
Yes.
for Black Friday.
Oh,
Beckenbridge was having a sale,
couldn't.
and I spent $500 out of nowhere.
because it was
Yeah, because
you would want it regardless.
Yeah.
Because it's on sale. It's like
Yeah, but
you
then
have to.
as I put the sale through, like as I put the thing
you still
through,
realize it was $500.
I was like, why the hell did I just spend $500 though? Like, why did I just do that?
I did that last year for Christmas. It was Black Friday,
Mm.
so around this sort of time of the year, and I think it was Net-a-Porter was having like a sale. Do you remember what I did?
I remember.
So like Net-a-Porter was having a sale. Net-a-Porter's like a US like retailer, online retailer. And Ben's like, choose a few things. And I was like, oh my God, unreal. Like, everything's on sale. He's like, yeah, spend like a few $100. So I was like, what's like a few hundred? Like, can I go up to like 500 or something? He's like, yeah, like $500. Let's go for something like that. Anyway, I started like adding all these things to cart, and they were like really nice brands.
It was just under 500. I remember you
just
saying
under
that.
500.
Yeah.
So I'm like, sweet. Like, I didn't even hit 500.
Yeah.
I got like 10 items. So I go and place, sorry, hang on. The way that it worked was Ben said buy it because he was, I think, on an away trip or something. And he goes, and when you get home, like, I'll give you the money or whatever for it. So like, I bought it. So I go to put the sale through PayPal, and it was like 400 and something blah 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 dollars, and I pay for it. And then the next day I'm going to like pay for something else, and like I keep all my savings in one account and my spending in another account. So I spent through my spendings account. Anyway, I went to go and pay for like a bloody coffee, like $2 or something, and it said like not enough money. Like I'm tapping. I'm like, this is like a joke. So I go into my like banking app.
Do you not transfer
And
every
it
time you have to
says-
do something?
Nah.
Really?
I give myself an allowance.
I put my like brightness on super low every time I'm in public, and then like I'll transfer. Like Intro will call me like I need like $20, and I'm like, okay, I'm transferring.
No,
I don't know why we've got the
allowance.
I don't know why I do that though. Like I don't know why we just. I think if we do that, then we'll just
spend. Yeah. That's why like I put like an allowance for like the week.
Yeah.
And then like it's not like it ever stops me. Like I just keep transferring, but at least like I'm aware of that. I've hit that like amount.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm like, what the fuck? Like I know I've got money. Like I'm not poor. Like I can pay for my coffee. Anyway, so I go into the app and it's like a transaction of like almost $1,000, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I like call the bank, and I'm like, there's this transaction. Someone scammed me online. They've stolen my credit card details. Like, and they're like, oh, did you do any online shopping? I'm like, yes. They're like, yeah, these people, they know how to get into computers and get your card details. So I like run to the bank. I'm like, I'm not going to tell Ben. Run to the bank, and I'm like saying to them, like, fix this transaction, work it out. And these girls like to me, but this looks legit. Like, it looks legit. And I'm like, but it can't be. Like, I didn't spend this money. Anyway, I go into PayPal and I look at the transaction for Net-a-Porter, and it paid in USD 400 and something dollars.
So, it was like,
so I
what?
did actually spend like $1,000.
That's
and I was like,
crazy.
I called up Ben and I'm like, so I've done this thing. I ended up spending $1,000 on myself. But he's just like, oh, you're a fucking idiot. Like,
at least you didn't crack it. That's a good thing.
No.
That's a good thing. Okay. Cash isn't real money. So if I buy something with cash, it's free.
Facts.
100%.
Facts. I've got
100%.
cash.
It's not there. It doesn't exist.
Like, my bank doesn't move. It doesn't exist.
Oh my God. Botox counts as an investment.
I agree. Haven't done it yet, but that's how I've been pitching it to Ben. Like, I've been setting it up, and I say to him, like, do you understand? Like, I won't have to go and do all these treatments when I'm 50, and like, I don't have to like spend so much money on skincare and stuff. Like, if I do it now, spend a couple $100 now, like, it's an investment.
Boutique gym classes are also an investment because $45 to get yelled at is less than $200 for therapy, and I can't do that every day. That's good. If I buy a $300 purse, but I use it every single day, it will cost me less than $1 a day, which is basically free. I feel that in my
100%.
fucking, I don't know, but I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that so
100%.
bad.
I feel that every time like I'm buying something, I actually do weigh up how much I'm going to use it, and then I'm like, yeah, like it's going to get its use.
If we go on a girls' trip and split everything, that's budgeting.
Explain that one.
I don't know. If we go on a girls' trip and split everything, that is budgeting. I think maybe because if you go with a guy, like they're paying. Like when you go on a holiday with a guy, it's free. You know, like it's free. Like you get the tickets, you get the accommodation, I'll get the coffee. Like it's free. Like it's like, there you go. I remember when we went to America, Trey's like, oh, I'll get the flights, I'll get the accommodation. In my head, I'm like, and then when I started paying for food, I'm like, yeah, it's equal. It's not. It wasn't equal. It wasn't. But anyway, I think that was it. That was the last one.
Find some more.
You want more?
Yeah.
I want to get into WOG math.
Okay, go WOG math.
I was dying when I read this, guys. Okay, if you are, what would you classify a WOG? Mediterranean?
European?
Well, not really, because like if you're like, for instance, like Serbian or Croatian, you're not WOG.
Yes, you are.
Are you?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. Europeans are WOGs.
Oh. I didn't know that. Anyway, okay, cool. Yeah, okay.
Europeans?
I thought they identify something else.
No, they're just WOGs.
All right.
We're
Well,
all
then
WOGs.
there you go, WOGs. All right. So Greeks, Italians. That's what I thought were WOGs. But anyway, okay. You haven't read these.
No, go.
Okay, I'm gonna get your reaction.
Okay.
If you want to have a sleepover with your friend,
Yep.
something is wrong with your bed. Like something's wrong. Like
All the sleepovers happened at my house.
all the sleepovers have to happen at under the roof,
Yeah.
but you're not allowed to have a sleepover somewhere else, or you get questioned like, "What's wrong with your bed?
Yeah.
Like, what's
wrong?
What's wrong?" If you've been out one night, then go out the next day. You get a lecture on how the house is in a hotel.
Yep, 100%.
However, that then follows into you're not allowed to have fun 2 nights in a row.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I would say, what would you say the acceptable?
No, like I literally like have ingrained one particular weekend when I was maybe 15. I had an A$AP Rocky concert, and then the next day I had a sleepover, and like that was like so hard to convince my parents to do 2 fun things that weekend. It was so hard, and they let me.
I was
and, like,
only
I remember
allowed
being
one.
like, am I like everybody else? Like, are my parents like not strict?
I remember only being allowed like 1 night out every 2 weeks. It's like if I went out one weekend, like as in like one Saturday night, and when I say go out, I'm just talking like to the movies or
Yeah,
like,
or like go get
like just going
pancakes
to,
or
yeah,
something.
whatever. My dad would be like, but you went out last weekend. Like, why? Why are you going out this weekend? Like, you went out already.
That's
like,
so funny.
stay home. Stay
Yeah.
home. Watch a movie with us. Stay
What's up with
home.
us? The one thing that I was always allowed to do was like go to like the shops. Like, go to the shopping centre on the weekend. Like I was allowed to do that every weekend.
So I was allowed to do that every Friday after school.
Okay. Do you know what I wasn't allowed to do? Go to Macca's on a Friday afternoon. Everyone went to Macca's on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah,
I couldn't go to
in my
Macca's.
area, everyone went to just to
Did you
shopping
go?
centre.
I wasn't allowed.
We just went to like shopping town, and then in shopping town was Macca's, and then every school was at Macca's.
Yeah.
Like you'd see all like the boys, private school boys, and all this and whatever.
You just like walk past and you're like.
But like it was funny because this is so weird to say. The closest school to the shopping centre, which is the school I went to, was like almost like the important. Like we got the best seats in like the Macca's thing. Like we got
you got there
seats.
quick.
Because we got there quick.
got the
Like it was just like
booths.
yeah, we got the booths, right. And then you'd see like the private school girls that had to maybe like take an extra 5-minute or 10-minute like
To get there.
They were like more on the outside. Not for any reason, only because they were late.
Yeah.
And like so it just looked so cliquey.
Yeah.
And it was so weird. But I mean I feel like every kid kind of partook in that every Friday.
Except me.
Except you. Okay. if you put water in your shampoo, you're saving money because you're getting more use out of it.
Yeah.
I have this sound ingrained in my brain of my dad just putting water, and it's just like, and I'm just like, okay. If you walk around barefoot or
You're
go
gonna get sick.
outside with wet hair, you're going to get sick.
Yeah. I am like that, and it's ingrained. Like, I will not go out with wet hair. When I see people go out with wet hair, I'm like, you're going to get sick.
Yep.
I always have to bring a jacket.
Yep.
As soon as my shoulders are out, I'm like, I'm going to get sick.
Yep.
It's facts.
Yep. But are you ready for this? If you rub Vicks on your chest and your feet, you won't get sick. This is a lie. But my dad, I kid you not, I don't know why, whether it's Vicks or Vaseline, he is convinced like I never get sick, and he always gets sick. He always gets sick. My mum never gets sick. Yeah, my mum never gets sick.
My mum never gets sick. My mum never got COVID.
Yeah, my mum
She gets
is
called
just,
the unicorn.
what is it with mums? Mums just don't get sick. Or, you know what, low key, they do get sick, but they just have no choice.
But when they do get sick, it
is what it is.
It is what it is. Couple Panadols.
But when dads get sick,
Panadols.
it's the end of the world. Like, you should see Trey when he gets sick. He's like, I've got the flu. And I'm just like, Silas is awake. Like, I need some help. Okay. If someone offers you food in their house and you're a guest, you have to say no.
Absolutely. And I feel like we've spoken about this, even with drinks.
Yeah.
Even
if you're starving.
I could be starving. I could be like, my mouth could be like the Sahara Desert.
You do not take
I will say no.
Yeah.
Even if it's water, I'll say no.
Yeah. The acceptable thing is to have water.
I will still say no.
But
no, I won't even say no to a coffee. I'll say no to a coffee.
No, if they're going out of their way to make you a coffee, you say no. Like, it's like, oh, I'll make you a coffee. And it's like, oh, no, that's okay. But if they're, let's say, already making coffee and, like, you're just, like, kind of like, okay, yeah, I'll have one.
Yeah,
like,
but see,
that's
I feel
fine.
bad because, like, I won't... This sounds so bad. I won't have a pod coffee. Like, I'm spoiled with Ben.
Yeah,
but I would prefer a tea.
No, I get it.
So then I'll just say no to everything.
I get you. Okay, but this is the thing. If you don't accept food at your grandparents' house, then it's disrespectful.
100%. You're never full.
It's more so like, okay, if you're going somewhere with your parents and like you're visiting a guest and they're like, oh, like, would you like a drink? Would you like, I can make you some food? You
absolutely
fucking
not.
say no.
Because also you don't get fed.
You know what else is wrong? Your parents will look at you like, oh yeah, you can have some, but you know they're lying.
Fake.
It's like, this is a trick. I know this is a trick. I remember once my mum did that. She was yeah, do you want, I'll get it for you. Like, yeah, you can have some. I'm like, oh no, that's okay. She's like, no, you can have some. And I was like, oh, okay, like I'll have some.
Cop it.
And then I copped it on the way, and I was like, Tori, don't take it. I'm like, but you told me to. She's like, I know, but you can't. Don't listen to me. I was lying. I'm like, fuck, Dina, you got to tell me this. Anyway, that was funny. Okay, if you're not hungry, so this is, I think, like this applies to your grandparents. Mm-hmm. Okay, if you're not hungry, you still have room for more.
Absolutely.
So like you could have just finished eating.
Yeah, I know. When we go to my nonna's, Ben, like, but it's like a mental preparation to go to my nonna's. Like, he won't eat during like the day. No. He gets there, my nonna does a plate of pasta, and then like she'll be like, Ben, more, have some more. It's on the stove. He'll be like, no, it's fine. And she'll be like, no. She gets his plate, fills it up, and he's like, fuck.
It's like she has to be.
Has to. Like, and there's always room for. Did you ever
after?
Get,
yeah.
Always room for fruit. No, so
my nonna's little tradition was there was always pasta, whether it was like I don't know how to say it in English.
Go. Just say it.
Pasta al sugo.
Yeah, just pasta with red sauce.
Yeah, but it's either that or lasagna, whatever. So like my nonna's little, I think this is just so, I don't know if this is everyone. I feel like it would be. It's like pasta, whether that's like lasagna or whatever.
Entree.
No, that's like the main. Like the main.
Yep.
But then
it's main size.
But
yeah, but in her brain
it's the entree. Yeah, yeah, that's right. And then cotolette will come out with like the salad.
Yep.
And then like these random, like whether it's artichokes or like some
like
random
red peppers or
just something
cheese bread.
It's just this random thing on the table, and 9 times out of 10 you don't know what it is, but like it's there. And then after that, it's either the fruit or cannolis or whatever.
Yeah.
Now,
always
when you think of that in hindsight, you're like, oh yeah, that's okay. Like I could eat all of that. But when you look at the size
Yeah.
portions, you're
It's
not
just-
eating it all.
No. So, but somehow you just do.
I used to get
your
bribed.
stomach. Your
My
stomach's
nonna,
like
used to be like, if you finish it, I'll give you $5. Did that ever happen to you? I used to get bribed. We used to get bribed, and I'd do it. Like, I'd be like, yeah, okay. And I'd be like, here you go.
$5.
Crazy. But that's another thing. If they offer you money,
You have to take it.
you have to take it.
It's offensive if you
But
don't.
also,
you have to
reject it a bit. Like, no. Okay. But you can't just be like, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
thank
never.
you. Oh, thanks.
No,
You
no,
have-
what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
No,
No.
keep it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I can't put it in your pocket.
It's like, fuck yeah, $100.
My sister will call and be like, oh, I didn't on this today. I'm like, oh, yeah. She's like, did you copy any money? I'm like, yeah. Even to this day, isn't that beautiful though? Like,
They're
even to this
cuties.
day, as like 25-year-olds, like adults, whatever, like
Yeah.
they'll still give you money.
Yes,
You know?
they're so cute.
My parents aren't like that. Fuck.
It's different with grandparents.
Sorry, do you know what my mum said? She's like, oh, Silas, because my mum used to work in a jewelry store, guys, so over the years she's just like accumulated these really beautiful like vintage watches anyway. And my sister and I have just been like itching, like, okay, one
When
day,
are we gonna get 'em?
when are we gonna get them? One day we're gonna get them when we're old enough, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. My mum was like, oh no, you're not getting these, neither is Sarah. And I'm like, sorry, you're not selling them, like, who's
What are you
having
doing
them?
with them?
Oh, Silas and Rome will have them. Sorry,
So what are we?
I'm your daughter. I'm your child. I'm your child. Like, the way I look at my little girl is how you're meant to look at me. This is mine. And what I have, she can have. Like, this is one. She's like, no. This is hers. And it's like, okay.
That's wog math.
That's wog math. But fuck, you miss out. You skip out. Okay, last two.
Okay.
Let's see if you feel this. I feel this in my...
Bones.
Oh my God. And like anytime I've ever brought a friend over, I'm like, I've engraved it in their head. And even to Trey,
Okay.
I'm like, you can't forget this.
All right, go.
If you don't say hello, you're the devil.
Yeah.
You're the most
100%.
disrespectful devil. Stand up. You can be doing something, drop it. Drop whatever you're doing and go say hello.
Or if you come into the house,
Yeah.
you go around and you say hello to my parents. You have to.
Have to.
You have to.
Have
and
to.
you say goodbye. Unless they're like in bed.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Yeah, that's fine.
But you have to say
But
hello.
if you do say hello, let's say you've dropped everything. Okay, let's just say, for instance, Ben's outside playing soccer with friends or whatever, right? Your nonna's over.
How old is Ben? 10?
I don't know, like with the cousins or whatever, like kids. Let's just say kids, whatever, right? He's got to come inside and say hello, right? He said hello. Now, let's just say he leaves right after that. Doesn't stay for a chat, just leaves. And then he doesn't see them for the whole day. Totally acceptable. That's fine. As long as they said hello and goodbye. I have noted how many times I have gone to my grandparents' house, whether that's my nonna or my yamba pool. I will go in, say hello, literally give them a cuddle, make it like known that I've seen them. But then I will literally go for a walk and do something else.
Yep.
And
You have to say goodbye as well.
Yeah, and that won't bother them.
No,
that I haven't spent
100%.
time with them or anything.
100%.
Like, that won't...
Nah. It's the hello and goodbye. It's the respect.
Yeah.
Like, my nonno is a bit of a mute now. Like, he's just a little bit older and, like, doesn't really, like, talk too much. But, like, you go up, you shake his hand. This is for Ben.
Yeah.
Shake his hand, say hello, ask how he is. Sometimes Ben can get him chatting. And, like, that's a rarity. Like, I don't know how you can get my nonno chatting. But, like, Ben sometimes does that. But you have to say goodbye. Like, even if my nonno's in the veggie patch, you go to the veggie patch and you go and say goodbye.
You have to go.
You have to say goodbye.
You have to. But that's about it. That's Wog math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to add a couple.
Okay.
I'm just thinking off the top of my head.
Okay.
Wog math. You have to hose your concrete driveway.
Yeah, my dad just does that. But
it's
doesn't
not-
everyone do that?
No. You have to hose it unless, like, you
What do you
always have
mean?
to hose it. You have to hose your driveway.
But doesn't everyone do that?
I don't think so. I haven't seen my neighbours do it. My dad's always out there with the hose. you hose your driveway. You have to hose your driveway. I don't know if it's that, like, you just hose everything, actually. You hose the windows. You hose everything. The whole house. Like, in the drought, do you know, like, my mama was, like trembling. Like,
So
what
bad.
do I do?
Yeah, because, like, you waste so much water.
Yeah.
But in their brain, it's there. Like, you have to.
You have to hose the whole house.
Oh my God, I feel that. Okay, what else?
What else? If Nunnu brings in fruit from his garden, you have to have it. You have to try it. If he brings in like an apple, gotta try it. If he brings in like a gaki or like like you gotta try it. You have to have a bite. And like he's picked that one especially for you. What else is Wogmat?
What else is there?
The paying. It's mandatory to argue.
Yeah,
about
for
who's
sure.
paying.
For sure.
Otherwise, it's disrespectful.
Yeah. If you don't, it's disrespectful.
It's just different. It's disrespectful if you've gone and eaten out and you're not arguing to pay.
Yeah, 100%.
You have to bring something when you go and visit people. So whether that's like flowers, biscuits, chocolates.
God.
You have to bring something.
I can't stress this enough.
Like, it doesn't matter if you go every week.
I remember when Trey first met my family, I was like, okay, you've got to bring something. And he's like,
what do you mean?
What do I have to bring? I'm like, I don't know, bub, like just like something. Like just, and I should have been more specific because like, I mean, like, you know, like in our brains, I'm just thinking like desserts, Krispy Kremes, like
flowers,
panettone, whatever, like just something small, right? This guy went and bought my mum a candle. And he bought my dad a cigar. And I'm like, Bubba, you got presents. This is not what I meant. This is so thoughtful. And they loved it. Like, it worked out in his favour. And it was really beautiful. I didn't mean that. I just meant, like, you know.
You
like,
show up with, like, a favour.
Yeah, just like a favour.
A little
like
thing.
a little thing. Like, nothing big.
Something
big. But,
I've got a story like
so
that.
Sweet.
When the first year that I was with Ben, I was like, what do I bring his parents? And they were living in Adelaide at the time. Wait, do you know this story? I've told you this, haven't I? Oh, fuck. I'm going to out myself. It was so embarrassing.
So that would have been so cute. I know exactly where you're going with this guy. Okay, I'm just going to let her say it.
Ben was living in Adelaide. Him and his family were living in Adelaide at the time. And so I only had like the room in my suitcase. And I was like, what should I bring? Like, I'm asking mum and dad, and they're like, I don't know, we'll bring them a nice bottle of wine and I'll go and get a panettone. So panettone is this like Italian like festive cake. We have it like Christmas and Easter. It's like a sponge cakey thing with icing sugar. Anyway, comes in a big box. So like it took up a lot of room in my suitcase. So I brought this really nice bottle of wine and panettone. Anyway, in this like week that I was there visiting, me and Ben were going to visit some of his other like Zias and Zeals, like his aunties and uncles. And we're like, what should we bring them? I'm like, should we bring him maybe like a bottle of wine and a panettone? And he goes, that is such a cop-out present. That's such a thoughtless cop-out present. I'm not bringing that to my Zias and Zeals. And I'm like sat there with my suitcase next to me with the panettone and the wine. And I'm like, fuck. Like, this is what I brought his parents for Christmas. And he just told me it's a thoughtless fucking cop-out present. So the next day, like, I Ubered to, like, the local shopping centre and had to get, like, something else.
Oh, my God.
Oh, and then I actually told him afterwards, I'm like, when I was, like, leaving, I'm like, by the way, like, there's a fucking wine and panettone in the corner of your room. Give it to your parents because you told me they were a fucking cop-out present. But it is like a go-to, right?
It's not. I don't see it as a cop out. I just see it as like a standard. Like
it's a nice Christmas gesture.
It's a nice Christmas gesture. It's like so.
It's traditional.
Yeah, traditional. It's also just like, you know, everyone is going to enjoy it, and it's like
it's
easy.
always going to be enjoyed.
Everyone's
going to love a panettone.
Absolutely. Do you remember when we made little favors for Trey's family for Christmas?
No.
You helped me with the box and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was cute.
And I thought so much into it. We thought so much. We're like, okay, we'll get some tea. We'll get some nice mugs.
That was so cute.
We did like a little hamper.
Yeah.
And we did a few things in the hamper. We did a wine, tea.
Yeah, that was cute.
They don't drink wine. They don't like tea.
Now that you know.
Now that I know them. And I just remember thinking like, I mean, it's just the thought that counts at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Now, when you like know
absolutely,
them.
But also, it's like, imagine like them opening this up, being like,
"What are we gonna do with this shit?
What are we gonna do with this? I'm not gonna use any of it." But anyway, yeah, no. I guess it's the thought that counts that really ultimately matters with all of that.
True.
And that's the wog part of it. It's like it doesn't actually matter if it's the most useless,
yeah,
whatever. Like it's the thought.
Even
You've brought something.
Absolutely.
That's all that matters. Like
100%.
That's it. For sure. Okay, that's that wrapped up.
So that's the wog math, guys.
Yep.
you either get it or you don't.
I agree.
But we've tried to explain it as best as possible.
Okay, so we had said on our last episode, and then the episode before that, and the episode before that, we were going to do a little segment on things I would tell my 16-year-old self.
Mm-hmm. So we got some really good submissions. So we're going to read them out.
Okay. Let's not really get into them. Let's just read them.
Okay.
You know, because I feel like we can be here for 3 hours just getting into every little thing.
Let's see. Go.
All right. Don't ignore red flags and gut feelings. If you're not sure, talk to someone.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Set yourself boundaries.
Yeah, I feel like we talk about that a lot.
Yep. It's better to have less friends than bad friends.
I agree. And I feel like we've learned that in our older years.
Yep. And then we got some questions in regards to that, didn't we? Mm-hmm. So like how did we become friends?
I don't think we've ever touched on it.
We'll go quick. Long story short, I had like a little eyelash business at the time, and
Vic messaged me.
Yeah, I messaged Jazz being like,
said,
"Can you come and
be a model
for me?" I mean, self-explanatory. You're very
and then
beautiful.
when you're laying there with like your lash girl, your eyebrow girl, your hairstyle,
you just talk for 2 hours straight. And it's pretty much like a date without,
it being.
And then we just bonded over the fact that we both didn't drive.
Yeah, I Ubered all the way to her house, which
Hot
was
girls
like
don't drive.
45 minutes away. And I think it was because you asked like, "Oh, where'd you park?" And I'm like, I don't drive.
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh my God, same."
Yeah, and then my sister was giving us shit because we both didn't drive. We were like, what, 20 at the time? Turning 21?
2021,
So it was a bit weird. It's like, how do you not have your license at 20?
like-
and we're just like...
And how are you guys going to be friends living on the other side of town?
Like,
We used to meet halfway in the city.
We used to go to Japanese dates every weekend. Remember that time we were like new restaurant every single weekend?
Yeah, I think that lasted for like 2 or 3 weeks.
No, longer.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, like a good 2 months. We tried every bloody restaurant. Every Japanese restaurant there is.
In the city?
Yeah, in the city. We have
went
tried.
to.
I remember Trey would be like, "Oh, have you been here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I've been there." And then he'll be like, "Oh, what guy took you there?" I'm like, "No guy, Jazz." Jazz and I went. Mixing business and friendship. I think that's a tough one that some people get a bit weird about.
Mm-hmm. I think that it was because we both had like the same, like...
We have the same
idea?
intentions and the same morals overall. So I think it's easier when... Like, I feel that I would never let money get in between our friendship. I'm not real. I think it's the way we've been brought up that when it comes to money between us, it's like what we've explained. Like,
you got to keep it separate.
Keep it separate, but also like...
And
it's even.
In terms of like business as well, I think like when you're both excited about the same idea, then it's like, I don't think it's... like you don't have to think about it too much about going into business because like you're not trying to convince a friend to come on board or invest in your idea. Like the two of us had the same sort of vision.
Yeah. What is a friendship red flag? I'd say people that are overhypey. I hate girls that are like, "Oh my God, you're amazing. I love you so much. You're the best thing in the world. Oh my God, you're so hot. You're so this, you're so that." It's like, stop lying to me. Not that you're lying to me, but just like tone it down a bit. Like they're the type of friends that I would show them an ugly photo and then they'd be like, "Yes, amazing. That's your best photo. Post it." But then it's like, is it though? Just tell me I can do better.
Friends that like you can tell that they're not truthful. Like they're sugarcoating.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Next one.
Don't get hung up on the popular guy. This is his peak. It's only downwards from here for him.
That's so true.
100%.
Think about like 16-year-old us.
But I would say what I would tell my 16-year-old self in regards to guys. The 18-year-old that thinks you're cute at 14 is not hot. They're a pedophile.
It's actually...
Is that
actually, yeah.
Hang on,
where is it? Older dudes aren't actually cool. They just can't get girls their own age.
Yeah.
It's fucking true.
Yeah. I remember being 15, 16, and I used to talk to 18-year-olds thinking like, yeah, I'm mature. Like, I got like an older guy. Like, this, that. But like, that's
what are you
disgusting.
doing talking to
what are you doing talking to me? I'm a child. I'm a child. I am a child.
Yeah.
I think a 2-year gap is the only acceptable. Not 2 years, maybe like a year and a half when you're like 16. But like if you're 17...
Like if they're the year above.
Yeah.
If they're the year level above.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm saying like if... Yeah, 2 years is weird actually when you think about it.
Year above. Like the year level above maybe.
Yeah.
But like when you're outside of school, I think it's just different. But
yeah, when you're
16-year-old
18,
perspective,
like whatever,
the older dudes are not cool. They just can't get girls their own age.
Yeah, 100%. Try harder in school and immerse yourself in subjects and activities that interest you. yes and no. Like, I don't care about trying harder in school.
See, that like speaks to me.
Really?
Yeah, that speaks
Okay.
to me. But like someone then added, your grades are not going to be the be all end
Yeah.
all. There are so many opportunities and paths to reach your goals.
Agreed, yeah. I would definitely say immerse yourself in subjects and activities that interest you. I
Yeah,
think that is so
100%.
important. Like, you can pick up a hobby at 16 that you just find,
Interesting.
and then that might be something you want to
Pursue
later on. Like, I think everyone had the idea, like, oh, if you go to uni, whatever you study in uni is your job.
Well, that's like me.
Whereas you can make a job out of anything.
I studied interior design. Like, I learnt skills that teach me what I do now, which is like graphic design, website building, and
But
shit
imagine
like
you did more photography when you were younger.
or photography, right? Yeah, if
Or
I did
like-
more photography when I was younger, like
You probably would have done that earlier.
100%.
Or whatever, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, I agree. Don't be mean to others. You don't know what they're going through, and being popular means nothing. Yeah. I was a little bitch sometimes,
I
for
was
sure.
definitely mean. And I think it was like, it was wanting to fit in so bad that like, I know that I was definitely mean to people. And like, it's a huge like thing that I like look back now and I'm like, fuck, like I was not the nicest person.
See, I feel like because I was so loud and always so like myself and confident, people would get intimidated by that. And because they were intimidated, they treated me not differently, but they would be standoffish with me, which then made me standoffish with them. And that's when I would get like,
Your back up.
my back up. But like what they just said, like I just have to like put myself in their shoes.
Yeah, but
And,
you're
like,
just, this is
it's
the
not
thing,
a
you're just not
reflection.
thinking that
you
when
don't
you're
think
16.
that. You don't think that
You're
at
thinking
all.
about like,
Well, if you're a bitch to me, I'll be a bitch to you.
Yeah.
And like it is what it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely like look back to when I was like a teen.
Yeah.
And I don't think I was the nicest.
And I also think being popular means nothing. It really
it doesn't
fucking means
mean
nothing.
anything.
But it's horrible because I mean, you now it's even worse now because think social media, think followers, think of all of that. Like, it sucks.
Well, there is a girl, like one of my best friends, her younger sister used to get bullied by this girl. Now this girl's got like over 1 million followers on Instagram and stuff. And it's like, I know what she used to do to my friend's little sister, but then this girl like has this other portrayal online, and like I don't know if she's remorseful. I'd hope she is, but like it still doesn't change the type of person that she was in high school to this girl or her experience of her.
For sure. See, I found in high school I had honestly very little friends. Like I had maybe like 3 friends, 2 friends. I never had the big group. I never had any of that. People just didn't like me. Anyway. And I wasn't bullied. I was never bullied or anything. But like I was just like, I had a very particular personality and you either loved it or you hated it. And most people hated it. Anyway, point being, I remember during high school days, I was very like on social media. This was before anything had even like come out.
Yeah, like
Do you remember like when Tumblr was a thing and Pinterest? Like all my photos were on Tumblr. And all my like for my eyebrows and whatever. Do you remember? Did I ever show you that?
yeah,
Anyway, so yeah, like I used to get so much shit for being on social media, right? And now those same people that used to give me shit about it,
are trying to be influencers.
well, yeah. And it's like, oh, it's just funny to see because it's like they used to post Facebook statuses, like, and post my photos. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And be like, lol, like she's trying so hard, this,
What
this,
the
this, or
hell?
whatever. And like back then I probably was, and like, whatever, but I was 16, like, it's all new.
Let me live.
Yeah, like just,
I'm still a kid.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm expressing myself.
Yeah. And now they're doing the same thing, but struggling. Anyway.
Don't try to grow up too quickly, which is
Yeah.
so true.
Yeah.
I feel like I was always like trying to like reach 18
I've
or
always,
be older,
yeah, I've
be
always
adult.
wanted to be at this point in my life. Family, kids, and married. Like I'd always like ignore the
the time
yeah.
then and there.
and I'd always be like,
Yeah.
I can't wait until I have my own house and
I
I have my
know.
own partner, I have my own this and that.
100%. Spend more family time because one day you're all going to be living your separate lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so true.
It makes you sad.
Like
right?
I feel like I'm about to cry.
I want to cry.
It's so true. Like even like now that we're getting our house,
Yeah.
like we've been spending so much time, for instance, like with my brother, and like I'm like just thinking like when am I going to see him? Like I'm going to make sure that he comes and stays and whatever. But like, honestly.
But it's still not going to be the same.
It's never going to be the same.
Remember when, like, for instance, like, your parents would be cooking and, like, one would be watching TV and, like, your brother would be in his room and then, like, you'd be doing something and, like, there'd be a certain energy in the house where everyone was just home and everyone was doing something but you're all still together. Like, that's now never going to happen again. Like, you're going to go and then you're going to go home.
Yeah.
But now having my own family, though.
You're having your own,
like, having my own family, I love my parents and I love, love, love my sister. She's my best friend more than anything. I just, like, when I get home with Trey and Sai, like, I just go like this. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, now this is my home.
100%.
Like, this is my place.
100%. I feel like I've reached that point as well with Ben where...
But I see them all the time and every day.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, when you're, like, in your own home, it's like, this is my family now. In terms of, like, this is...
It's bittersweet.
Yeah.
It's a bittersweet feeling.
And that's what it is. It's like, look, if you could tell your 16-year-old self, like, just, like, cherish those moments more.
Be nicer to your parents, especially mum. This is the first time they're going through life as well. That makes me cry more than anything. Like, I love my dad. You know, he's a great
love my
man.
Dad too.
But also, like, my mum.
Like, I used to be such a bitch.
I was such a bitch to my mum.
I feel like I've seen...
I'm going to cop it with Silas, I know it. And you know what, I hope I somewhat do because I feel like I need that karma. I was such a bitch to my mum.
I remember even, like, in the last few years, like, I've seen the change in you. Like, not that you were, like, bad, but, like, I've seen the change in you where you will, like, be more reflective of your mum and you'll say, like, I've noticed, like, her grey hairs. I've noticed her getting a bit older.
Oh my God,
like,
it makes me want to cry and, like, actually, like, you know, like... When I see her grey hair and I see her getting older, like, I actually can't handle it. Like, I feel too sad. She's the only person, I think, in this world that I don't know what I would do if she wasn't here.
I know, same with me.
Like, I don't know what I would do. I don't know how I would function.
Same, I know. If you think about it too long, it makes you really
I don't
sad.
want to talk about this anymore.
But it's true, like, even, like, I think both of our mums, both of our parents, they're empty nesters now, right?
Yeah.
There's no one at home. And I know that, like... both of our mums just are trying to, like, work out what to do with themselves now. And it's just, like, it's just sad. Yeah. Like, definitely be nicer to mum.
Yeah. And they do so much. Now, being a mum as well, mums do so much, bro. Mums
all they want to do is
so
just help.
much. Like, I mean, obviously, like, I'm sure there are dads out there that do a lot as well. And, like, we're just being very specific to our lives. So I'm not generalizing, like, every single mum is perfect. I mean, I'm not saying that. But, like... Yeah, my mum does so much. I'm so lucky.
We always talk about
very lucky.
My mum's always coming over, bringing something. She's always a phone call away. Like, I feel like my mum has never stopped.
No. You know, she worked a full-time job.
Same.
She used to come home and cook, like, this massive feast and, like, a beautiful meal every single night.
Lunches,
house was always so bloody clean. Like, I never had to worry about, like, oh, did you wash this? Did you do that? Like, everything was always ready and prepared.
Bringing you to activities, doing this.
Whatever. Like, if I wanted to learn the guitar or do this, like, she'd find a way to get it done and whatever. Like, now being a parent, looking back at all that, like, she just would have never stopped.
Mum. Yeah.
Great mum. Great mum. Okay. Being a good sister or daughter doesn't mean you have to look after everyone.
Which is true.
Yeah.
It's really true.
Yeah.
I don't want to cry.
No. I feel like you get that more though because you're an older sibling.
Yeah, that's that's
I think
true.
the older siblings can feel that.
Yeah.
More
I am
than,
an older sister. An older sister, I think, like, I've sort of taken on, like, role of, like, I don't know, like, protector or looking after everyone.
Not third parent, but, like, third...
But, like, a parent in a way, like a parent to my parents.
Yeah.
A parent to my brother. Like, just looking after everyone. And, like, now I think, like I'm saying, like, the transition going into my own life, like, I'm even feeling that little bit of, like, who am I looking after? Like, focus is on Ben. But it is true. Like, you don't have to look after everyone. You're, like, at the end of the day, we're talking to 16-year-old selves. We're just kids.
Yeah, for sure. Whatever you put on the internet is there for life.
It's so true. We were saying it last episode about the, my fucking makeup page. Don't go and look for it. There's also a YouTube of me. Don't go and look for it. I put this submission when I was maybe 13.
Yeah.
It was like this competition for Bieber Fever. And you got to get meet and greets and you had to, like, plaster Bieber Fever everywhere and get people to sign up to bieberfever.com. So there's a YouTube of me out there where I'm trying to, like, get people to sign up to bieberfever.com. Don't look for it. I don't know what it's under.
I now want to look for it so bad. Oh, God. Yeah, older dudes aren't actually cool. They just can't get girls their own age. Lol. Care less about what other people think. Yeah.
The people you cared so much to impress by changing who you are to fit in and look cool aren't even in your life and haven't been since you left high school.
You know what I've noticed? This is going to sound so horrible to say. Tell me if you feel this way, and I apologize if this offends anyone. Do you ever go through moments where like you're at home, you're like, I wonder what this person's doing
Always.
from high school, right? So you
Always.
just look them up and you think, wow, your life has not fucking changed. You have not changed. You're still the same person that you were. Like you're just the same person. Does that happen?
Yeah.
That has happened to me numerous times.
I do.
Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way.
I think
in a way like, oh.
That's actually kind of one of my hobbies.
Yeah,
Just stalking people.
Oh my God. So there was this guy that my other friend, her name's Alicia, and we used to be obsessed with in primary school.
Primary school?
Yeah. He was grade 6 and we were like grade 4, 3, whatever. And he was friends with her brother, whatever. Mm-hmm. We used to follow him. Like literally follow him.
Like physically follow him?
Like see what he did and like follow him. Anyway, whatever. Went to high school. He ended up going to my high school. Whatever. I had the biggest crush on him in year 7. It is what it is. And then he moved school. So then I never thought about him again.
Mm-hmm. Came across not him, but his friends popped up on my TikTok, and I watched like they had just gotten married or something. I was like, oh, that's cute. They're all still friends and they got married. Like that's beautiful. And then he popped up and I'm like, oh my God, he's alive. Like that was him. And then I had to show Trey. I'm like, Trey, do you want to see my first ever crush? And he's like, oh, he's pretty decent. I'm like, yeah, he's aged well. And then I had to show my friend Elise. I'm like, guess what I found? And then like, I don't know. And then from there you go down a rabbit hole. And you're like, oh my God, who's he dating? And then you see what they're dating. And then you see like, is he still friends with this person? Oh, they just had a baby. That's great. And then like, it's just this weird. I love stalking people.
I love a good stalk from like high school days. Love it. It's like, oh, this person had a baby.
Yeah, even primary school. Yeah, primary school as well.
Like, I think about that all the time if other people are like this. And I think that they would be. I think it's like generic. Everyone's like
that. Well, it's so accessible, especially like
with social media. But it's funny because with me just having a baby, I think to myself, how many times was this post sent to the randoms? Like, lol, look who just had a baby. Like, how random. Look who just had a baby. Or like, look who just got married or this and that. Not saying that they're like only thinking and doing that with me. Of course not.
Yeah.
But like, I was doing that with random people I went to high school with. I'd be like, ha ha ha.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 just had a baby. Oh my God. Or blah, blah, just got married.
But would you go to a reunion? Because I would not.
Fuck yeah, I'd go to a reunion.
Would you really?
Fuck yeah. Absolutely, because there's so many people in high school that I just want to fucking stick it to. And like, I've got the hot husband, the cute baby and shit. And I'd be like, fuck yous. That's what I did. But like, there are so many people that I'd actually like to see again and just like my high school experience was like half good, half bad. Like I enjoyed some people and like some people were so lovely and so like nice and whatever. And then there are other people that I was just like, you know.
See, my school's quite small. And so I feel like if I really wanted to reach out, I could, like through social media. And like I'd be able to see everything. I don't care
that much though to like,
wouldn't actually go.
No.
I would go to a primary school reunion.
I wouldn't even remember half the people went to primary school.
I'd go to a primary school reunion just to see like where everyone's life went. Talk less and listen more.
I still struggle with that to this day. That's my biggest, I don't know if it's fault or flaw.
Just something to consider.
I don't shut up. I don't know how though. Anyway.
I think this to me relates to me about like oversharing. Like talk less. That's how I relate to it. Not that I'm just a chatterbox, but like in terms of like oversharing.
I'm both, which is horrible.
Hate oversharing. I can't help it. I can't fucking help it. I'll like tell people like the insides of my whole life. And then I'm like, you're just like my fucking nail lady.
They're the best people though, low key, to tell everything to.
Social media is fake.
Wouldn't say it's fake. I'd say it's the highlights of someone's life.
Absolutely. But like I do definitely think that when you're
the
like
best
younger,
parts of their life.
Yeah, when you're younger, you're like
you think that's the whole part of their life.
When you get older, you realize.
Especially when you're in the game as well, you also realize like a lot of this is curated.
Yeah.
Like how many times have I shown you a photo like, oh, I want to copy this, and you're like, yeah, Vic, but it's not as effortless as it looks. Like
there's so
there's
much
lighting, there's this, there's that. Like
she's not like actually gone and got those flowers for her house on a random Sunday. Like that was like a task. Like I have to go on out and like find these flowers and put them in this vase. And like it's like it's not effortless. Yeah. Like it's curated.
be kinder to your body. You're perfect the way you are. I'm still
Yeah.
learning that even now, just like having a kid. Like it's just so hard, but it's very true.
I think when we grew up, the beauty standards were like really like.
They're worse now though, for sure.
Do you reckon?
Oh fuck yeah.
I remember it was all that like box gap, like
Yeah, but
thigh
like
gap,
I get
like,
that, but like we only had a bit of
thing.
Tumblr back then.
Yeah, Tumblr was like so
You know?
pushy.
And it was just like one standard of Tumblr, and then it was like that was pretty much it, right? But now I think it's just so in your face. It's so in your face. It's like if you don't have like haven't you seen on TikTok that there are so many young girls going into Mecca buying like skincare products and things that they see on TikTok, and it's like your skin doesn't actually need that.
it.
You know, you don't need, but it's a part of the culture now to, you know, have an eyebrow routine, and
eyebrow,
like
skincare routine,
makeup routine. Get
It's
ready
actually
with me.
so
Like it's
true.
actually
When
quite
I was
sad.
younger, like even when I look back at photos from when I was maybe 16 or maybe even younger, how I did my makeup, it was literally just like foundation. Like there was no contouring.
But
There was
it's
no
like,
like, it was
are
not
you-
like caring about what your nose shape was or your eyebrow shape and how it was lifted and like if your lips were big, no overlining. Like
No.
I think that the turning point was Kylie Jenner.
For sure.
That was like everybody's turning point.
For sure.
Because that's when I actually paid attention to my lips and I was like, do they need to be bigger?
Yeah.
Like, what have I been doing wrong?
But even when you think about filler and like
All of that.
like little cosmetic surgeries that are so normalized now, which is fine. Like
It is
I
so
would do it. Like
normalised.
I'm not against any of it. But think back when we were younger, like you're
Yeah.
not really thinking about getting your lips done.
Nah.
Whereas I think 16-year-olds now
thinking,
are
like,
thinking
can't wait
like
to be,
I can't wait to get my
be
lips
18,
done. Yeah.
when I'm 18.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like my brain wasn't there yet.
No, never.
It was more so like, oh, I want my bum to be bigger and I want a thigh gap
Yeah.
at most, and I want a
Yeah.
flat tummy.
Flat tummy. Oh my God, the flat tummy.
you get what I'm
It's like as
saying?
soon as you ate,
Whereas now it's like all that plus more,
plus more. Yeah, you're right. You're so right.
which is horrible and so sad. But I feel like we're not helping the situation either, like being on social media.
No, it's so hard. There's so much pressure. Like, editing photos and filtering. Like, I'm not going to lie.
Guys,
like,
everyone uses
everyone does.
Facetune and Face App. Oh, far out. Like
Everyone
uses
does.
it. Like everyone uses it. Like
And it's hard to actually,
I
like,
use it. Like
break
it's
out
fine.
of.
Like everyone uses it. Like there's nothing wrong with using it, but at the same time,
Be like, I think
let's
it's
be honest,
the self-awareness.
like,
You got to be self-aware.
like I'm not in denial. I'm not gonna be like, no, this is my natural. This is me naturally. Like I look like this. It's like I do, but also I've got a bit of help
Yeah.
inside. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, I'm really glad we did that. I'm glad we didn't go deep because
agree.
this would have been a therapy session.
I agree.
And we would have been in bits. Like I would have had to redo my makeup, and that's just not it today.
No.
We're not going to go deep with it. But I'm glad we did that. Thanks for submitting those, guys.
We hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But into something a little bit more fun.
Yeah, we're going to play a game. Right, so we're going to play a game. Heads up. I don't know if you guys have it. It's the game on your phone. Which one do you want to do first? Do you want to do
go
movies,
movies, yeah.
or do you want to do songs?
Well, let's go songs.
Songs?
Yeah.
All right. You have to hum it.
Okay.
And I've got to guess it.
Okay. Okay, ready?
What? You can say pass.
Oh. No, I didn't say
Oops.
I don't know that song. Pass. I don't know that song. I don't know that song. I don't know that song.
Fig.
Bro. I don't know that song. The fuck are these songs? They're like old people songs. Oh. Da-na-na-na. Da-na. Na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
What do you mean?
Yeah. I don't know that song. Na 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 na.
I want it that way.
Yeah. I don't know that song. Na na. Oh. I don't know that song.
What?
I thought it was Beauty and the Beat by Justin Bieber, but like it was Beauty and the Beast by Beauty and the Beast. I was like, what the fuck is that song? Oh, Beauty and the Beast, tell us all this
Yeah.
time. Oh.
These are actually all fucking old songs.
Like, how the fuck did you know any of them? Would you have known any of them? I knew the first one.
Only Tiny Dancer.
Oh, I only know the first one. Get up off that thing. Say cause you feel better. Get up off that thing.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Try to release that pressure.
Alright, do you want to go?
Yeah. Okay, so do I do down or up?
So, up is past, down is right.
Okay.
Don't look at it.
Oh, sorry. Dancing in September. Of September.
Pass.
What? I don't know.
Pass.
What is that? Oh, Adele. I wish nothing but the best for you. What? Sorry. Go.
Pause. 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 Pause.
Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, fuck.
I don't,
Guys, I sung them well.
I don't think you did.
I sung them so
I feel like
well.
I sang them all. Like, that was so, got so quick.
I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm not even humming. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't know. I was like, nah, nah, nah. Why is my stomach grumbling? Okay,
Ready?
are we humming? We gotta hum them.
Okay, so mouth closed.
Like hum.
Sorry, guys.
I don't know that song.
It's Titanic. Is it Titanic?
Listen.
Isn't she lovely?
Yep. I don't know that song. Oh my god. You know?
Yeah, got the eye of the
I mean, it's better.
listening anymore.
If it was your boyfriend, I'd never let you go. I could think of a before.
Oh my god, I got tears.
Okay, we gotta hum them.
Alright.
Okay, humming them.
Shit. No, you gotta swipe.
Okay.
Hum.
Are you tone deaf? No.
That was good, guys.
What was it? What was that?
Shh.
Nah.
Guys, I'm doing so well.
What is it? What is it?
If I ain't got you.
You're in like a whole different fucking tone. Keep going. All I Want for Christmas?
Yeah. Pass. It's gonna be May. All that I do is enough for you.
Oh, and you're gonna... Wait, what is it? Lose it again, but I'm not like that. Okay, go. Last one, then we'll
Guys,
do... And then we'll
I'm
do
so
family.
good at this.
Then we'll do the movies ones. Oh no, that's not it. I fucking got the wrong Cher song.
Is it Cher?
Yeah, no.
Stronger?
No, that's what I thought it was, but no, it's not that. Next, just go next. I can't remember that song. I don't know that song. Oh.
Oh, Sweet Escape.
Yeah. My tummy. Come on, fucker. How to make you feel like a man.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, God.
Get the
Oh! Oh! Fuck, that was my favorite song ever!
Just do it. Go.
How does it start? That's my problem. Like, I love the song, but I forget how it starts. It's like, fuck it. It was unwritten.
It was what?
It was unwritten.
Oh, it is your favourite song. Wait, one more?
One more.
And then we'll do movies.
Movies.
Okay.
If I could turn back time. If I could run away. What? Bruno Mars. Nothing for you, that's what I like.
Yeah.
That's what I like, yeah. I felt that way too.
Wait, how does this song go?
Yeah, see what I mean? Can't bring me down.
I'm getting better at this.
Oh no. Yeah, you're getting good now. So
Pass,
I feel like
pass.
you can do these like that. I can guess them. I jinxed myself. What the fuck? Oh, see, I would have gotten it from that. I would have gotten it from that. All right.
I feel like you're doing it really well. I probably don't know the song. Finally, you make me want to say, Usher, oh my god.
Yeah. Think my music. Alibi, soaking on your alibi, but it's just the price I pay. I don't know what. Go, last one. No, that was good.
Pass.
I see it coming, babe. I don't know what that
not the
song is.
words.
But I feel it coming.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that The Weeknd?
Yeah. Pass.
Elvis. You already know the more. I don't know. Oh. Come on, keep going. What is it? What is it? What is it?
Rocket Man.
I don't know that. I don't know that
Fuck.
song.
I did really well.
I wanna
Yeah.
really wanna sing it.
Pass.
If you wanna be my lover. I swear it's so true. And I owe it all to you, 'cause what a song.
That was great.
That was a good one.
You got that one.
All right, last one, guys. Last one.
Last one.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I'm bodying you in this game.
I think you are. But I also think that, like, I sung it well.
Yeah. I don't know that song.
Trouble.
Listen. Cry me a river. Cry me.
I'm just looking at your face. It's throwing me.
What dreams are fucking made of? I'm made of. Hey now. Go. Last one. I don't know that song.
Oh, fuck. You know what it is, guys? I'm looking at her face and I just can't stop pissing myself. I'm not even listening. I'm just going...
It's what it is. Anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed that little game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're really trying to keep it lighthearted.
Okay, I'm tone deaf. We're definitely not.
We're not singers.
No.
We're not singers. We leave that to Trey.
I feel like if Trey was on this episode though, he'd just like go crazy with it. He'd be like, and then we'd be like,
Oh, shut the fuck up.
we know you can sing, bro. It's alright. Okay, you ruined the game.
Oh my god, I love it. Anyway, so we're not too sure what next episode is going to be about.
We honestly will probably decide in the morning when we start recording. But
as always, our inboxes are open, DMs, email, whatever. Feel free to message us if you do have any dilemmas. But yeah, we'll speak to you guys next week.
And thank you for tuning in again. We hope you have enjoyed it.
And we will be back. We promise. We'll be more consistent. Bye guys.
Whoa, that's so dynamic.